Right, test. Get it going. All right, here we go. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Mark, Robert, Evan, great to see you guys. Great to be with you. I'm excited to get into it. You know the gang. I think most of you were here this morning. So there we go. Mark has his hand right up. Hey, give me just a second, if you don't mind, please. Just need to turn that off. Forgot to do that earlier. I've been working under that light for hours and it gets to have a headache. Okay, here we go. We are set up. Let's get into it, gang. We're going to start with Mark. And if you guys have any questions after Mark is done, feel free to unmute. But what's cracking, Mark?
Okay. By the way, I'm sad that the 2 o'clock afternoon sessions may end because there's not as many people on and it's easier to get you. But anyway.
It 100% is.
So moving on. I wanted to show you my funnel and the change I made and see if that's what you were talking about. And then I had a follow-up question about my privacy policy.
Great.
And I have it, but I'll show it to you and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
Cool. Yeah, let's take a look. You're good to go now.
Oh, we just hit share. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
All right, so hold on. Okay, so see this? Can you see that?
Yes, I got you.
So I put that. Is that what you were talking about?
Close. It's very close. What I was telling you to do is, so what we were talking about is if you wanted to attract attention to this, then what you did would be perfect. The text is fairly large on that size. You put it on 2 lines to make it take up more space. And so this would attract the eye and this would be seen. So if you wanted to highlight it, that was great. Correct. Now, if we didn't want to highlight it, like maybe we weren't the lowest price in town, or for whatever reasons, we don't want to highlight our price, then yes, I would put it like that. What I would then probably do is I would make the text smaller in size. Like if you look at this text down here, it's really small, right? I'm really straining to see it. I would probably go into your text settings. That's correct. And then you can just choose small. There we go. Right.
So that sounds good.
And you know, yes, that's great. But now that I'm looking at it as it lays here, I wonder if you wouldn't just make that gray text say that instead. You know, like, yeah, I wonder if we wouldn't just play with, like, so you have about mattress Mark just on the right hand side. And that's pretty much going to sit in the fold as soon as they scroll down an inch at least. You're there, about mattress Mark, and they'll see your face. So now it makes you wonder, well, do we need the image right here? Or is that above the fold space that we'd be wasting? Right. So I just have to wonder. You can leave it as is. You're perfect. You'll meet all the requirements you now have to meet. But in the future, I have to wonder if you don't replace that text with your pricing, keep it gray, keep it small exactly as it is. So then you would just have 5 stars and that price right there.
Okay. If I'll play with that if I have to. My next question was, so you told me about putting a link, I think, to my policy and procedure.
Nice. Yep.
So I have it, but what do I do? How do I copy and paste this? I don't know what to do.
That's a great question, Mark. It's a great question. We need to make our privacy policy. So what we do is we make these as pages in our funnel. There's a lot of really cool ways that we can do this, Mark. Like in ClickFunnels now, you can make standalone pages. We call them pages. So in the future, you could make a standalone page for privacy policy and terms for all of your businesses. But what we've done for years works today just as well. It's super simple. Let's first go to that tab. Scroll me to the bottom of your privacy policy. We're not that far, a little up.
Yeah, I got you.
There's going to be a button, copy to clipboard. Bingo.
Okay.
Back to your account.
Oh.
Let's exit the editor, please. We can't link to it yet because we still have to create the page for it. So let's go to the very bottom of the funnel and hit a gray circle. Let's add a page.
Oh, down here. Okay. So down here?
Yes, correct. Remember, hold on. Okay, so sorry. Close this down, please. Let me just walk you through this and everybody else. I see. Perfect. Leave me right there. That is literally perfect. So I noticed the last step in your funnel was an upsell, and that triggered little bells in my mind because I'm expecting the last step in your funnel to be an order confirmation. Right. So I was like, whoa, what's that? And then I looked up and there I can see, okay, there's the order confirmation. So essentially, this upsell step is hidden from customers because you control the customer journey through the use of buttons and redirects. On your confirmation page, you don't have any buttons or anything for them to click that would take them down to the next step. So they hit the confirmation page and all the buttons and links and things for them to do is like go to your email, go to your Facebook and join this, right? They stop right here on the confirmation. Any pages past that are essentially hidden. Does that make sense to you, Mark?
Yeah, anyway, go ahead. I think I did this for some reason and I can't remember what it was. I don't
remember what it was either, but seeing this, if anybody ever saw this, what you did was you took your upsell and for whatever reason or whatever you did, I don't think you were ready to use this upsell. I think you had a couple upsell pages that you knew products, but you weren't quite ready to utilize this one. So until we're ready, I would just move it to the bottom of the funnel, put it after this confirmation page because anything after here is hidden. Nobody sees it. Customers go to the confirmation and then all these other places, but not down.
Okay.
So does that at least make sense?
Yeah, and if we have time later, maybe we can figure out why it is down there or how it's flowing in the funnel.
I don't think we'll be able to figure out why it's down there. You probably did that weeks ago. I have no idea why it's down there, but yes, we can figure out what it is and what you want to do with it. Before I move on too far, gang, if you guys have any questions about what I just said, please feel free to put those in the chat. Or you know what? It's a small group right now. What I just shared with you is really, really, really important for you to know as a funnel builder, right? Because if you're going to build funnels, and you need to know how to do these things and move quickly, and you control the customer journey through the use of buttons and redirects. That is core. That is fundamental to everything. If you do not understand that from the confirmation page, because we control the buttons and redirects and send customers elsewhere, nobody ever gets down here. If you don't understand that or have a question, feel free to unmute right now. We can talk about that. Amazing. That gets me excited. I love that. Okay, cool. So, Mark, we need to create your privacy policy page. Let's go below. We can just go below your upsell and hit the gray circle. Beautiful. Add a page. New page, top right. Just click page and then new page, top right. This will just let us start from blank. Name it privacy policy. And you'll note, gang, as he's naming the page down here in the page URL, we're also going to see whatever he names the page turns into the page path. So this will be his domain / privacy policy. That's perfect. Yep. Great. Create the page. All right. Lovely. Let's enter the editor. Add a paragraph element. So we'll start with our sections rows and then go to our elements.
Oh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Blank section.
Oh.
Yep. One column row and a paragraph. Great. Highlight all of your text and then paste. Bingo.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me go back here. Copy. Here. There.
Bingo. Save. Top right. You can dress this up later if you want.
I don't think I'm dressed.
Okay. Now let's exit the editor.
Okay. Exit the editor.
And we're going to copy the path of that new privacy policy page. Correct. Little copy button. Nice. Let's go into any of your funnel steps, any of your pages. Are you using universal footers? Let's go see. Pop in there for. Awesome, Gio. Love that, man. All right. You are. Ha ha ha. Okay, so that purple section box, gang, the purple section is a universal block. A universal block means all of the things that are inside, stay right there, Mark, just so I can draw. All of the things inside this block, this, right? Everything in here, whatever elements, whatever text, whatever things I do, this is universal. I can add this same section. This is all in the purple. It's all called a section. I can add this section to any of my other funnels. And whatever I do to this section will be done across all of my funnels. This is amazing for headers and footers and things like that. Like imagine you, let's say you're an e-com and you have a banner for each month. Each month there's some sort of sale you can align with, right? From Memorial Day to Labor Day to Valentine's Day to Easter and Christmas, there's always a reason to have a sale. So that would be a headline. Well, what if you want that new banner across all of your e-com funnels? They would all of your e-com funnels would have this universal section at the top. And now you put that on the funnels and whatever you update happens in that section. Does that make sense to you, Mark?
Yes.
Amazing. So we want to edit this block so that, like, because in your case, in this funnel, all of your funnel steps have this same universal section on them. So we'll edit it here, happens to all the steps. Let's click the button, edit block. All right, we need to add some text. So you can just go to your text there. Yeah, click at the end right there and press enter, add a line. And you can just type out privacy policy. Okay, and then on your keyboard, probably below your delete button, do you see just the line up and down?
No. I see flashes, but I don't see just vertical up and down.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do this for you then. Do this. I'm going to put it in the chat for you.
Oh, in the chat. Hold on.
It's okay. You don't have to worry. You can get it later.
Okay.
I put it in the chat so you can copy and paste it and add it to it later. Typically what you would see is privacy policy, straight horizontal line, or straight up and down, straight vertical line. And then you would see terms and conditions, right? You've surely seen it like that on websites. So I gave you the line in the chat. You can grab that later. For now, let's just type out the text. Privacy policy, put a space. There you go. Absolutely. Now.
Okay, and I'll fix that. Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Absolutely. Let's highlight privacy policy. Bingo. Now, yes, sir. Remove the hashtag. You just, before we sent here and I went on a tirade about universal blocks, you already copied the path. So just paste.
Oh, okay.
Bingo. There it is. Click on that URL for me anywhere in there. Click your URL itself and then press up on your keyboard. Just click it once. Sorry, press down. That'll take me to the end. And I can see it's /privacy policy. So I'm linking to my privacy. You can also control the color. You have your link color as green. I would start with the same blue that everybody in the world is used to.
Like
there
that?
you go. Absolutely.
Okay.
Great. Save. Well, first we saved the universal block. I think it did. Let's go down and take a look. Yes, it did. So now your terms and conditions, Mark, that is a legally binding document. ClickFunnels is not going to be able to make that like we do the privacy policy. You can either go to like a lawyer, a legalzoom.com maybe, or maybe you can use ChatGPT to create your TNCs. Once you do, though, it's the exact same process. Create a new page, add the text of your terms and conditions. You get that URL, you hyperlink it there, bingo, and now you have it on every step in this funnel. You're compliant.
Awesome. Oh, last question.
Yep.
Is there any reason that the guy from Upwork would need to do anything in my funnel? And if so, how do I give him like limited access? You know?
Yeah, great question. He may very well just want to go in there and make these edits and tweaks himself. He knows what he's looking for. He knows how it should display. You can give him access. Let me show you that. Save your change, top right, and then we'll exit. Yes. Yes. So we have a really cool collaborator access inside of ClickFunnels for this exact thing. Let's exit again, top left. Bottom left, workspace settings. Collaborators, it's 3 from the top. Settings are in alphabetical order on the left, so collaborators will be up top. Oh, on the left-hand side. Yeah,
here.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Now you can add a new collaborator. Let me get my drawings out of here. Here we go. Yes, great. So we have roles, Mark. You probably want to give them access to Funnel Builder right there.
Okay.
So that will give him access only to the funnels and the editor of those funnels, nothing else. You can also, you gave him reader. Yeah, you need to put in the email that he wants. You also gave him reader roles. You can take those off, I believe, if you want. We of course, Mark, we have a whole doc on all the different roles and what they need. I'm pretty sure you can just give Funnel Builder, and he literally only has the funnels tab in his access.
Okay, so I just have to add his email and name.
Correct.
And I'll send him a link or something.
That's exactly right. It sends him an email with a link where he can set up a login to your account.
Cool. Awesome. All right. If anybody else has questions, go for it. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe we could look at my upsells and stuff, but I'll let you move on.
Cool. That sounds great.
Thank you.
Good job, Mark. All right. Let's get his screen down. There we go. Awesome. So like Mark was saying, gang, sorry for everybody who just joined in late. Sometimes I go work out with my colleagues, but sometimes I need to stay here in my quiet box and do my thing. I did that today, and I left the light on like it's my first day on the job. So it's just been blinding me for like 7 hours today. Anyway, super great to be with you guys. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Guillermo, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. Super good to see you back again. So gang, if anybody has any questions, as always, it's a pleasure for me to be with you. How can I help? It's a smaller group this afternoon, so feel free to just unmute yourself. We can have a conversation about it. Yeah, Robert, I got your hand. You are super polite, Robert. How can I help today?
I've got some few questions here.
Cool.
How do you get to see what the site looks like on mobile?
Oh, fantastic.
So that you really know where the fault is.
Yes, that you really truly know. There's a couple ways to do this. I'll show you all of them, Robert. Can you share your screen, please?
Sure. what part of my screen would you like?
Let's
Which
go
one?
to your. I want to see your ClickFunnels account. I want to just in Google Chrome and your ClickFunnels account.
Okay, hold on. Well, we'll just give you that one. You can go from tell me to go wherever you want.
Let's see.
And let me see what I've got here. Yeah, it's got to be this. Hold on. There we go. I think it's it.
Hey, Gio, great question. Does it matter where in the steps, where in the build you add your privacy policy? It does matter. You want your privacy policy to be at the end of your funnel after your confirmation step, whether you're on the expert or the e-com track. It's coming through right now, Robert. I'm seeing it. Whether you're on the e-com or the expert track, it doesn't matter. Each of those funnels ends with an order confirmation. The order confirmation is where your customer journey stops. There's no way for them to get past the order confirmation because you did not make a way for them to get past. So yes, any privacy policy, any terms and conditions, anything like that, just make sure it's below the order confirmation. That way you can link to it, but customers never see it naturally in the build. Okay, I got your whole screen, Robert. This is perfect. What did you want to talk about?
We're looking to show me how to
how to view on mobile.
Yeah.
Let's go. I think right behind Zoom is.
See if I can. Sorry, my friend.
No, you're fine. Oh, here, I see it down here. You have a Google Chrome at the bottom of your screen. Can you open up Google Chrome?
You're on it.
Okay, I'm seeing Zoom. Can you just click on that window behind it?
Oh, I've given you the wrong.
No, Robert, this is perfect. I love you shared your entire desktop. That's actually how I prefer that you do it. I can follow you everywhere.
Sorry, I've got a problem here. Let me.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, now hold on. You should be seeing a Google Chrome page.
I'm seeing, I can't tell what browser I'm seeing, but I see a headline. Here's the most battling part of the Republican budget bill. Baffling.
Oh, well, we'll get. How did? Boy, that's a hidden screen. Hold on. It's behind everything else. Sorry, folks.
Okay, Robert.
That should have gone.
If you'd like, I can stop your screen share and you can try again. Choose the right window.
I would like that, please.
Okay, let's do that. Okay. You should be able to go from scratch now.
It should be this. Try it. It's really funny. It's giving me. And the share is.
I gotcha. Yes, I see. Just so you can see I'm on the right screen. I see your funnels. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, this is the one we want.
Great.
Okay. What do you want to see? The real thing? Preview? Or
Okay. So first off, here's what I'm looking at, Robert. I'm looking at the main funnel URL. Specifically, what I just highlighted up there is the domain that you have on the funnel. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a domain that ends in myclickfunnels.com. So this
Right.
is not your business's domain yet. This is what's called a ClickFunnels subdomain. We give you this so you have something verified and secured to build your funnels on. Do you have your own domain that you want to add to this funnel by chance?
Yes, I do.
Would you like to add it to the funnel now, or are you waiting to do that until later?
I'm waiting to do it until later.
Okay, cool. I can show you how to do it if you need help when you're ready to do that. But one really great thing to do, Robert, is just to open up when you have your own domain on your funnel. Just go on your cell phone and you can open up Google Chrome and just go to your own domain.
Gotcha.
That's a really great way to do it. However, there's some other cool ways that we can do it. I'll show you those right now. Let's preview your first page in the funnel. So put your mouse on that page and then preview. Bingo. Okay, now. So we're looking at the desktop view, an easy way to see a really close preview of your mobile. It's not 100% accurate, but it's like 98% accurate. A really easy thing to do, compress your browser, put your mouse at the very edge of your browser, like over here on the right edge, and then make it skinny.
Make it what? I'm sorry.
Make it skinny. Compress your browser.
Okay. We'll do it on the left. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, you can do it on the left if that's easier. Absolutely. There. Perfect, Robert.
Okay.
Is that as skinny as it goes?
Oh, well, let's see. I probably got it skinnier. That's maximum skinny.
Okay, cool. You just have that left navigation open. Could you close that? Great. There we go. Now, compressing your browser, previewing the page, and compressing your browser like this gives you a really, really, really close mobile view. You can just scroll through, and this is exactly as it'll sit on somebody's phone. The only real thing that it doesn't give you a perfect view on is your above the fold, how much actually lands when they see on the phone. So I'll show you how to find that exactly. Yeah, make your browser bigger again. You can make it wide.
I was going to say if I could make it smaller, but I can't. Okay.
Nice. Now, I'd like you to right click anywhere on the page. Do it like right there. Do a right click. Now, at the very bottom of this list is inspect. Is that what that says? Inspect?
Yep.
Yep. Click that. Okay, now I think it's going to be right there. Do you see like a laptop and a cell phone image?
This is where you're
Is that like a laptop and a cell phone?
probably.
I think so. Click that for me. Okay, yes. Now it's going to be somewhere up here, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, let me just do it on mine. Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
Can you read that dimensions 400?
Right, dimensions. Okay, so hold on. We inspect, we go here, and then it's going to be, yes, click your dimensions drop down. The first one, dimensions responsive. Yes.
Okay.
Now you can choose all the different models of iPhone, Androids, everything.
I love it.
Yeah. So go ahead and click one of those. Click do that 14 Pro Max, the 14 Pro Max. It's a couple up from you now. That one right there.
That's Pixel 7.
Just above. There we go. Yep, click
iPhone.
that. And now this is an exact perfect, like zoomed in, zoomed out view. When I showed you how to compress your browser, it's a really, really, really close version, but the above the fold is not perfect. You'll see a little bit more than what you would actually see on a phone. But when you do it this way, Robert, you can see exactly what will show when it loads on their phone, the above the fold. This is showing an accurate representation.
Love it.
Awesome. Fantastic. How else can I help?
Okay, I can use that.
Lovely.
Next question, universal blocks. You just
Aha.
Mark brought us to that. Thank you, Mark. Is there a standard block for the footer?
What do you mean by that exactly?
One that has what sites usually have, what Google likes to be there, and so on and so forth.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if we have that. That is a fantastic question. And I'm actually going to stop your screen share.
Great.
Just so I can show you guys.
Boy, I like that. Frankly, I like that above the fold thing.
Oh, that little trick? Good.
Well, not only that, but I really like the way it's laid out. It's really kind of what I'd
I
like.
did too. It looked awesome. And just at the bottom of the fold, I could see it said, click below to get the thing. I love the design I was seeing there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it. Your AI did it. Go ahead.
Wow, it's beautiful. Like the robot knows what it's doing. Okay, what we were going to do was, oh yes, universal sections. So here we go. I can see my purple section, and this is called success footer. So if I had to guess, we probably do have, I'm looking for pre-made sections. So to find a pre-made section, I'm just going to go add a section. Now I'm looking for footers. Here we go. Footers. And bingo, we have tons of different footers. So my question, Robert, do you understand what I just did?
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait a
Great.
minute. Yeah. You just tried to create a section, and
Exactly right. For everybody else watching, I just went to my funnel and I went to add section. To add a section, I could just add a blank section, but I want to go look in the categories. These are pre-made sections that we give you in your ClickFunnels account. So I want to go see a footer. I go to my footers, and then all of these are pre-made footers. I can just click on it, add it to the funnel, and then boom, if I like that style, then I need to make the footer universal. Because and correct me if I'm wrong, Robert, but you're going to want to use this same footer on all the steps in your funnel. So you update it once and it edits. Okay, great. So once we choose the footer that we do want to use, we have to make it universal, a purple section. So we go into the section settings, and then it's going to be, I think it's in advanced. No, it'll be in settings, and it'll be am I crazy? It's on all. Oh, I am. Thought it was right up top. Let me see. I have to go into the code here. Oh, so interesting. Okay, so background video, borders, shadows, corners. Of course. So let me see. I can go to my section. Wow, and it brings me right back here. So, okay, so this is actually great to see. I'm confused. I thought that I was going to have coming in here from knowing my tools. I thought I was expecting to see a button up top where I could make this section universal. I'm not seeing that button. As I've looked around through my settings, I'm not seeing the setting that I think would give me a universal section. So really interesting. How do I get over this? How do we figure this out? How do I keep moving forward? We're going to go to our help tab at the very top. You always have help available to you. When I click help, this will now take me to our AI where I could search or ask a question, but I want to go right to our knowledge base. I want to go search our help docs. So I'm going to click knowledge base. We're going to hop in here and I'm just going to type what I want. I want a universal section. All right. And I'm just going to look. Here we go. Adding a universal header and footer to your site. Great. It's exactly what I need. Creating a universal footer. We add a section and I can just look at blocks here for the most part. We're going to go to footers. We're going to and look at where I went wrong, gang. So I really want to highlight, this is how I learned ClickFunnels. This is how everybody should learn ClickFunnels. This is how we learn our actual software. I was expecting one thing, but what I saw wasn't what I was expecting. I could have let that stop me. I'm just curious, gang. Let's be vulnerable for a moment. Put a 1 in the chat if something like that could have derailed all of your progress. Put a 1 in the chat if you have found yourself in the past losing an entire day of work because something wasn't exactly as you thought it was going to be. For instance, when I first found technology, I was never a tech guy. I always liked scoring goals and making people laugh. And there were many days in my past that this would have not only derailed my day, this would have derailed my dream, my business, the entirety of what I was doing. I really want to show you this because in my personal case, as I came into this world of business ownership, I really identified in myself that I need to learn how to learn. I'm not a software guy. I don't know how software works. So I need to relearn how to learn. And this is how we do it. We hit a snag. And again, just to show you have help from anywhere you are in ClickFunnels. You'll always have help in the top. And then I went to our knowledge base. That brought me to our help doc. I just typed in what I wanted and I can already see my failure. I should have clicked save. Just by looking at the image, it's telling me I was going to the section settings and looking in there. It wasn't section settings. It was save. And once I click save, oh, now I can look in the section name, go to save, click the save icon, give it a name, enable make section universal, click save section. Okay, great. Now let's go back to our account. And I'm going to do what it said. Let me close this now. I have my answer. I'm going to go here. Instead of clicking settings, I'm going to go to the save button. Once we click save, I can give it a name. Let's do this. Footer 3.2. Oh, and there it is. Make section universal.
Lovely.
Make universal section for business A. Save. Now check this out, gang. Now my section has turned purple. It is no longer a green section. It is now a universal section. Anywhere I add this universal section, whatever is in here will apply. So does that answer your question, Robert?
Yes, sir.
And I'm just curious, gang. Please put a 1 for yes, a 2 for no in the chat. Is it helpful to you when I take the time to go do these little explanations and walkthroughs? Because here's the honest deal. You guys give me your time. If you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, that means that you control a certain aspect of your time and you give me your time to be here today. That's not something I take lightly. If I ever gave somebody an hour of my time, I hope for it to be used wisely. And that's my job, is to use the time wisely. So I really appreciate your input here. There are no right or wrong answers. 1 for yes, 2 for no. I'd appreciate all answers in the chat there. So now I can stop my share. How else can I help today, Robert?
You mentioned as an aside that this time is going away.
That is correct. We are going to be removing the 2 p.m. session. I can find out exactly when.
I don't like that.
I know. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I can tell you guaranteedly, Robert, you are going to have 2 p.m. sessions for the entirety of your 30 days in the challenge. We talked about this and we looked at it and we said anybody that is currently has been given a 2 p.m. time slot, those people are never going to lose access. So this is the week. Well, for your 30 days, right? Like I'm not going to come in halfway through the challenge and say, hey, we're moving times. I'm never going to do that to you. So
I just want you to know I would have liked to know forever. It'd be fine.
I love to hear that, Robert. This is the week of the 21st. Yes. So this week.
I'm actually the week of the 30th.
Yes, you are. You are June 30th. That's correct. So this is your last week in the challenge. That means you have all the way up until Friday. I believe.
Sir. No, next week.
Correct. Thank you, Robert. You're right on it. Next week is your final week in the challenge. This week is the last week of 2 p.m. coaching. Next week, we're transitioning all groups, everything into 2 p.m. Into 11 a.m. coaching only. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So basically, the rest of this week we have 2 p.m. coaching. Next week, everything shifts to 11.
So, I also have to ask, why is it I don't know that?
We are sending out an email. I believe it's scheduled to go out on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes, we just haven't sent that out yet. I just want to try and make sure to get you guys that info way ahead of time.
I'd like to ask I have another question.
Yes, please.
So, what you were just looking at is my squeeze page.
Yes, gotcha.
So it has it has its own tiny funnel, which will include something we'll talk about later, which is a retargeting, or it will go to some kind of email follow-up program, which will advertise my webinar that I want them to go to.
Correct. What you're saying is you have an opt-in page. You're calling it a squeeze page. Opt-ins and squeeze are the same. An opt-in page is they opt in, they give their information. A squeeze page is I squeeze their information out of them with a lead magnet of high value. They're the same thing. They collect customer info. Right. So you have an opt-in page. To that, you have an email sequence. When they opt in, they're added to your email sequence, which promotes your webinar. Yes?
Yes.
Beautiful. Gotcha. That's exactly as it should be.
Well,
so what's the question?
It actually, so you just said something that just threw me off a little bit. The email sequence will take them to a page which promotes the webinar.
Correct. But the emails pre-frame them before they get to the page.
Yes.
But yes, you're right. When you send your email sequence and they click in the email sequence, that takes them to the funnel where they register for that webinar. That's correct.
Right. So I'm not crazy about that. There's only one offered for that in the library.
What?
One template, one funnel, one offering, which is the webinar funnel.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't crazy about its design.
Okay.
So, what's my choice there?
That is a fantastic question. let me do this. Let me share the screen and we're going back to it. So inside of your account, is going to show you guys all this just in case anybody is unfamiliar with how to get to your training, your actual OFA training. You could just go to your ClickFunnels account, gang, and go to your Learn and Connect tab, and then we have our training courses. This is how you access any and all trainings and curriculum that you have. Everybody will have One Funnel Away 2025. Click Start on that. Now, if you go in here, click on your Expert tab, and if you go to Mission 15, your order form, Robert, the entire expert track of the One Funnel Away 2025, this whole thing is teaching the perfect webinar, which you just said, I'm going to do webinars. So we give you a webinar template. If you go to Mission 15, click Get Started there. Go below the second video, so down just a bit, there's a button to install the funnel here. We give you the webinar funnel, the framework. We give you the whole framework, which is the funnel, the email sequence, all of the things you need already set up and connected to itself. It's as plug and play as it can possibly get. Having said that, though, Robert, the design that we give you for the webinar funnel in here is very similar to the design that we have in our frameworks. So I'm just curious, what is wrong? What is not good about that design for your setup?
Oh, it's ugly.
In what way?
Well, the colors, which I know how to change. I think you went through that last week or a few days ago.
It's okay. You can speak freely, Robert.
Well, I don't really, I think I like the structure of it. It's not something I would have chosen, but I'm convinced by the fact that you guys have spent so much time testing it and have found it to work. And I think it's consistent with very consistent with the perfect webinar. So I think it's mostly okay. I just don't like the design.
Okay.
And I don't want to. I just I'm not so crazy about the photo. I don't know that I love the presentation of the headline. I mean, I understand why it is just that way, but I may have some better choices than the how to instead of for what I'm trying to do. So it's I want to be able to fool with it.
Okay, I need to challenge something you just said, Robert.
This
is something I've done thousands of times over the years. How to blank. Remember, we're marketers. We don't care about ourselves because our customers don't care about us. We only care about our customers, and we know that our customers only care about themselves. So how to insert the thing your customer wants to do. Regain happiness. How to attain financial freedom in just 7 days without what are the previous pain points or things your customers have tried, without investing in meme coins or waiting 20 years for the stock market, by following Robert's proven investment system. So I want to challenge you in the sense of this. Do you want to hear the most basic marketing framework ever? It's as it pertains to headlines. The most basic marketing headline I can ever give you. How to X without Y.
Sure.
just to challenge anybody who might be like, oh, that's whatever. Alex Hormozy just made an entire video about the do's and don'ts of advertising. And in his don'ts of advertising was get clever, get fancy, have big words. In his do's of advertising, he gave this exact same framework tweaked a little bit. And his framework was do X without Y. That's Alex Hormozy's framework for advertising. So you can have $1 million business, which he learned from Russell, by the way. So do X without Y. How to X without Y. That's the most basic thing. And then we can take it a step farther. How to X without Y, even if Z, or how to X without Y through Z. And if you want to take it, go ahead. So just for everybody else to know,
with those,
yes.
I am sold on those for certain circumstances. I'm not sure that I can accomplish what I need to accomplish, what I think I need to accomplish in that way. It's not quite consistent. I'm going to work with it. I'm going to try.
We're gonna do this together right now, Robert, because I want to show you guys marketing.
No, that's not how I work. I'm sorry, it doesn't work for me. But I appreciate the offer.
What do you mean? Tell me about your customer. Who's your customer?
Oh no.
Oh, well, here's my challenge, and here's what I have to highlight, everybody. Robert, your customer is not different. I don't mean to say this harshly. I don't mean to say this rudely. Everybody's customer is the same, and marketing is marketing is marketing is marketing. I've never found a headline that I can't write following this exact formula. And what I would tell you, what I would recommend, Robert, is design can change. This image, I understand you don't like this image, and you might not even like the positioning, and you might not like the layout of it. We can change all of that. You're right. The foundations of this funnel, I believe, are very good for a webinar. It's got a really sexy above the fold. When they land, they can see this. They can see a clear, concise headline that talks to them, and they can see secret 1, secret 2, secret 3. They actually, what they truly see is this right here. Oops, sorry, that didn't go enough. They see this right here in the above the fold. It is a great starting point. That's what I would tell you, Robert. I would tell you to start with what we give you, because you can work very quickly. You don't have to make a new design. You don't have to make a new layout. You can just plug and play with this, generate leads, and then if you want to tweak and try something different, you can.
Let's agree to disagree at this point until
Sure.
I've done my experimenting.
Sure, we can definitely do that.
Good. That will handle it for me.
Okay, beautiful. Thanks for the questions, Robert. All right, next up we have Bigwell.
Yeah, hello Dante. How are you doing?
Hey, great to see you, man. Is this the first time we're speaking?
Yes, this is the first time. You can call me B. It's a lot easier instead of
That sounds cool to me, B.
Yeah, so I'm just starting off with ClickFunnels. This is my very first time actually using it.
Oh, great.
I've been watching Russell for a while now on YouTube, as well as a lot of these funnel hacking. And I went through his books. So I want assistance on how to get the product launched, because right now I'm working with a partner. He is not really tapped into the whole ClickFunnels area, but he does have a brand behind himself, meaning he has the achievements, but he doesn't have the marketing component of it. And
well, I think I would argue then he probably doesn't have a brand. He might have achievements. He might have achievements and works in the industry, but does he really have a brand?
Yes, he needs to develop his brand. And I'm confused as to, because there's two messages, and I know that it's about focusing on one message. He has the health component, which is nutrition, but also speaking. And I want to learn how we can launch the MVP, whether it's a webinar or just to start off with either a speaking webinar or a health webinar. I want to know how I can set that up and which way is going to be the most scalable for the long-term run.
Cool.
how I can
Really
quickly
fun
test
questions. Do you know Dr. Sonja Stribling by chance?
it. No.
Okay, let me find her link really quick. She is a recent speaker at Funnel Hacking Live. She basically has turned from a military doctor, and she lived life and hit this point where she was like, I need to share this with the world. She became an author, speaker, coach, consultant in a year. And she just spoke at the Funnel Hacking Live stage, which is a coveted stage for a public speaker. This is... Here she is. Here she is. Here she is. She is a branding expert. And of course, Dr. Sonja is always happy to work with new clients for a hefty price tag. I think really no, but I can find this for you. Okay, so I just put in there a link to her actual website. It's a great illustration of what a brand actually is. Also a fantastic thing to model. We are funnel hackers. We model success. We don't try and reinvent the wheel. We don't try and reinvent success. We find those who have already achieved the proven success we want. We model and emulate. In school, they call it cheating. Here, we call it try and be. So I put her website in there for you. Also, down below that, I put a link to her social media page. Is your friend a doctor?
No, he's a speaker.
Cool. He's a speaker. Okay, interesting. You led with health and wellness and medical. What are his accomplishments?
Okay, so his nutritional side, he's a certified nutrition consultant, and
Great.
he went through brain tumor, and he was able to beat it. So
hit me with that personal story. We need a story.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So through his own life, he was a certified nutritionist. Through his own life, he encountered some problems and had to overcome them himself. And then I imagine he's taken his learnings to other people like him, and he's been helping them achieve the same results.
yes, it's flipped around. So I believe that he suffered. He went through the brain tumor, and then he was, through nutrition, he was able to heal himself. So now he became a certified nutrition consultant to help others.
Oh my God, even stronger, the reluctant hero. I never felt a calling to become a certified nutritionist, but because life threw me this, here I am. And this is now my life's calling. I never knew it until I went through it, but here I am ready to serve.
Yeah.
Got it. Awesome.
Yes.
So
and the second part for the speaking,
yes.
he went through the doctors told him that he's going to have a speech impediment for life.
Mm.
And then he went on to win 2 international Toastmasters after that as well.
Amazing.
So, he has the full package, and I want to bring this to life. But I want to know how, the way that Russell was explaining, how we can take this vision and build it into a funnel.
You are talking multiple funnels. Does he have a book yet?
He does.
He's there. He has his things. He's an author, speaker, coach, consultant. When he goes to speak at events, so that's going to be a speaker funnel. What I really want to give you is this. Oops. Okay, before I share, what you just asked me is a loaded question. And what you just asked me is a $25,000 consulting package. To be quite honest, because what you've just asked me is .com secrets and expert secrets. It's every line of both those books. That is where Russell lays out the roadmap, the literal exact framework that somebody like your client needs to follow. It is the exact framework that a Dr. Sonja did and implemented and went from a year from becoming just a well-accomplished person who's a doer in life to a speaker on stage at FHL. I believe she's been on Oprah. Killing it. He's got what he needs. So he's going to have but I want to be, have you read .com secrets and expert secrets yet?
I have, yes.
Great. So we need to build the value ladder. and you
Yes.
need to be a marketer. And I'm happy to teach you this over the next 30 days, but coming up with his story, his hero's journey story, right?
Yeah.
There are so many scripts in .com and Expert Secrets that you're just going to have to create for him, right? And he probably has a lot of them created already. So you're just really going to help him craft it into an actual brand, into a true actual brand that has values behind it. What you need is you need to start focusing on value ladders for him. He needs to have a free lead magnet, a free way for, because I'm sure he does social media. Yes.
That's the issue. That's the big
Okay, so is he offline in word of mouth advertising then? So he goes to events, he meets people in real life, he gets them to say yes at an event, he does works for them, they share it with all their friends at the tennis club, and that's how he grows.
Yes.
Great. So we need to implement value ladders. This is awesome. We're gonna have fun for 30 days. He needs to implement value ladders. He needs to have lead magnets, right? Even if he doesn't want to do stuff on social media, which is shooting himself in the foot. It really truly is, right? You can even just like hire people to make content for you. It's called user generated content. You go hire some pretty girls to talk about how you transformed their life, right? So social media, ads, you don't need to do social media. You can just do ads, but the world is changing in 2025. People hear a compelling message from somebody and they immediately, what do? They open up Instagram and they go to their Instagram page to see more about them. Having an authoritative presence that people get a chance to know, like, and trust before they have to make a final decision with you is everything in 2025, to be fair. But what you really need is value ladders for your friend, a lead magnet, something free, so that as he goes to events, people don't have to just sell. He can have a free lead magnet, which is like maybe his checklist, his top 10 do's and don'ts of health. Whatever it is, right? Now they can scan the QR code. So now he has free ways. He goes to an event, 10,000 people at the event. He probably gets 100 clients out of that 10,000 person event. Awesome. But that's only 100. What if he got 5,000 leads and 100 sales? And of those 5,000 leads, he could market to them and turn them into customers over the next year, right? That's the game we play. Value ladders, lead funnels, leading to low price point front end products. These are going to be his books that people pay to learn his material. They're paying to read the book, which is then paying to get indoctrinated into his system. After the low price point product would come like coaching. I bet he has programs for them to work with him, correct? Still practicing his, absolutely. So those are going to be his $2,000 to $5,000 programs, challenges, trainings, coaching, whatever format that looks like. That's going to be the $2,000 to $5,000 products. And then we're going to get into the higher tier products, which is going to be like probably one-on-one, like what Dr. Gary Brecka does. Go get your blood work. I'll look at your DNA and I'll break it down. I imagine he probably does that, or has some sort of like $10,000 to $50,000 package, just like they do. Finally, we arrive at the speaking, which is to open a public, book him to speak, where he probably has a pretty hefty price tag if they want to book him. All of those, everything I just shared, each step in the value ladder is its own funnel. So you need to sit with him and you need to know value ladders intimately. Do not worry. I'm about to give you what you need for value ladders. What I'm about to show you and .com secrets is all you need for $1 million business. What you need to really do, though, is have a value ladder established. And then you don't just try and market him, all of him at once. You make a customer journey where people can say yes for free. They can enter into his world. Like when they opt in here, they're getting a whole email sequence that breaks down your client, who he is, what he's about, his hero's story, why he started this. It really indoctrinates them, right? So they opted in for free, and now I told them all about, and they really believe in me, and they know that I'm here to serve them. And now I say, hey, get this book and take control of your health today. And now I'm selling the fire out of books. Every time I get speaking engagements, instead of them paying me $10,000, I say buy 10,000 copies of my book. So now I'm a New York Times bestseller. This is the game that he plays. Does all that make sense so far?
It does, yes.
Cool. So value ladders Each step in the value ladder is going to be its own funnel. I want to show you this really quick. Let me go here and let me go here. I want to give you russellbrunson.com. I don't need to put the link in the chat. It's just a website, russellbrunson.com. This is Russell's website, and I just love it. For an authoritative figure, a speaker, coach, or consultant like that, or author, you can see my story. So Russell goes to speak at an event. He has 10,000 people at the event. Of those 10,000 people, let's say half had never seen or heard from Russell Brunson before. That's 5,000 new impressions that he's making. Russell goes and does a presentation. It's a fantastic presentation. He kills it. So let's say half of those new people really liked Russell. That's 2,500 new impressions that I made from going to speak at the event I was already going to speak at. 2,500 people go to Google. They type in Russell Brunson. It takes them here where he indoctrinates. He lays the brand. He tells you who Russell is. You can see his early life, his career, and what he built, the fame and fortune he's been able to acquire. Don't forget, I'm a really great person. Here's my philanthropic endeavors. Then you can learn a little bit about him as a human being, right? That's it. Then on the left-hand side, you can go to his books. So check it out. We're not selling books on the website. We click a button, a new tab opens up, and it takes me to, that's not right. They're fixing this right now. Let's try this one. This is the book funnel where you can buy Russell's book for just $9.97. You should be modeling this for your friend because this is the book funnel that started all of them. Everybody to this day still models this funnel right here. Then you go back to his website and you can see everything. Liberate and educate, all the philanthropic endeavors he goes down. Press and media. If you want to get the press and media package, you can get his speaker reel, all of the logos, all the cool things. I think there's a place on here. Is it at the bottom of this? No, it's not. But you can see his podcast, all of his socials, and then he shows his companies. What your guy would do is everything here, probably except my companies. Instead, he would have like book me at your event. So people can book him to speak at their speaking events. But this is literally how we make a brand right here. Russell did a fantastic job laying out this site. So when people enter his world, he gets to lay the brand. He gets to lay the indoctrination, and he gets to pre-frame them. Does all that make sense so far?
It does. It does. So whenever I'm building the funnel, for example, whenever it gets down to building the funnel and contextualizing all this into the funnel, where do I start? Do I start with
that comes down to what do you want to build first, right? Like each funnel serves a specific purpose. So to show you what I really wanted to show you, let me go back to my account really quick. Let me go to funnels and let's just click create funnel in the top right. When I go to create a funnel, it's going to take me to this screen right here. Ooh, we just changed it. Oh, wow. Nice. Look at this. Yeah, we did. Bingo. All new templates, gang. And we have a ton more templates coming. Okay. Join me tomorrow, please, B. I have a screenshot that I'll share with you that shows value ladders as I just stated them and each funnel at each step in the value ladder. So for you, like your guy already has a website, doesn't he?
Yes, I'm building it right now because I have to rebrand it.
Cool, because it didn't work in the first place, because it's not about the website. It's about the brand behind the brand. It's about the actual branding knowledge that we have. So I could care less about the website. That's the last thing I would work on building with him. What I would do with him is I would learn the value ladders and the different funnels that we use to serve each step in the value ladder, which I'll talk to you about tomorrow, and then choose what he needs the most. Like you might talk to him about lead funnels and how they might work for him. And he might go ballistic and be like, dude, I have an event next week. This would be amazing. Let's build it and try it. Great. Let's go build that first. It may be all about webinar funnels. In the expert track of the challenge, which you'll be going down, we teach webinars, which are meant to sell your high ticket products, anything from $997 to $5,000. So you may go to him and say, hey, I really think that we need to craft your one-to-many presentation so that you can sell your packages 100 at a time. Because if I had to guess, he's doing a lot of manual legwork right now to sell his packages. That's the benefit of a webinar. Create a one-to-many presentation that you have 500 people come register for the webinar, and then you sell them all in the moment. Go sell 100 packages at once. He might jump at the moon for that. Right? It depends on what his major focus is. His major focus will either be something he's really good at right now or something he's really lacking in right now. Does all that make sense?
Yeah.
Sick, man. Sick. This is going to be so much fun. I want to give you this as well. This is for everybody. I'm going to put this link in the chat and I can stop the share. In the chat, I'm putting a link right there to Dante AI. Dante AI is my robot. He is not a custom ChatGPT. I assure you of that. He is a specific robot that I built specifically for OFA, and I got to train him, and he only operates on what I have trained him on, and that's the teachings, trainings, and frameworks of Russell Brunson. .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic secrets, 108 split tests, only things that Russell has done. So if you want to use him as a resource B, feel free to do so. He is an amazing strategist. All the stuff we were just doing, he's fantastic at. He's not great at tech. Don't ask him how to change your button colors. He's not going to be able to help you there. But as far as like strategy, you can ask him to break down for you the different steps in a value ladder and what different funnels are in each step and give you a masterclass, and he'll literally recite .com secrets for you.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Dante.
Awesome. Awesome. You got to be. Great to have you here, man. This is going to be awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, Gio, thank you for your patience. Give me just 2 seconds. I have to step away for a quick moment. I'll be right back, and we'll round it out with you. Oh my goodness, Gio, I am so sorry, dude. It's 3:12. I have a really important meeting with the right people that started at 3 o'clock. I am super late. I'm really, really sorry, but I'll have to put this off till tomorrow. If you want to join at 11 a.m. tomorrow, Gio, I will make sure that I help you first. I'm super sorry, guys. I'm super late for a really important meeting. I got to close this one down. I'll let you guys go. See you.